Well, hello. After some testing and some trying out different things, people talking with people in the Discord actually about this card. I am finally gonna give it a shot. Some people have been saying that they have been having success with it. I see a lot of, how can I say it? I think that the card might be not good enough in the situations that we might want it for. Like, this is a card that basically doesn't really do anything until we have already resolved the Primeval Titan. And what it makes sure is that once we do, we have, like, you know, one extra angle of attack with the Primeval Titan, right? But the problem is it doesn't really help us get to a Primeval Titan. Also, it is a colorless source that enters the battlefield tapped, which is just horrendous, right? So what I did is, if you look closely, you will see that we're actually playing 29 lands today. From my regular Karnmulet list, what I did is I took out the explosives. I was torn between taking out the explosives or taking out the coalition relic, since we're adding one more land. I think that taking out the explosives might be better because I don't want to cut my ramp sources. So that's my thought process right there. It's possible that I should need to cut the coalition relic. Again, I'm trying this out, and it is very likely that this is simply not a main deck card, and it is at most a sideboard card. So maybe it should be here, and we should just, you know, be running the list that I like, that I've been working with, that I've had a fair amount of success with. So since I want to test it, I want to have it in the main deck, so I can hopefully see not only its best case scenarios, but also its worst case scenarios as well. Because that is the idea. Basically, I want to run it, I want to draw it when it's good, and I also want to draw it when it's bad. And in order to maximize that, I want to play it in the main deck just to see what happens. As far as the sideboard goes, some people have been experimenting with One Wind of Abandon in the sideboard. I am still not sure whether this card is going to be worth it or not. Of course, you know, you have the upside against stuff like humans and whatnot. Also, to diversify in the face of Meddling Mage is not a bad idea either. But what I'm the most concerned about is Phoenix. There's a lot of pathing your own dude in that matchup, like in response to Blood Moon or whatnot. Where you just like path your own Scout or your Azusa in order to get a basic forest to then, you know, pack for a Rex Sage or something. But that is no longer an option. And also playing at instant speed is very good in the face of stuff like this spell, or like your opponent going all in on trying to flip a thing in the ice and then you path it. Definitely the sorcery speed, it's a very big deal. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Not sold on either card, but that's what testing is for, you know. So let's go onto modern Amulet Karn field. All right, classic resized window with motto. Join match, and it's all over the place. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna put that over there. And we're gonna put this guy over here. And there we go. What's up, Sergio? How you doing? And Sniprick, welcome both of you to the stream. Alright, everything seems to be in place now. Ugh. This hand is very slow. We're gonna mulligan it. What's up, my blooper? Long time no see. How you been? Sergio, I mean, honestly, I would be torn between the Karn Amulet list that I streamed the last time, or maybe the list that I've been working on for the past week or so. That list running the Condescends and whatnot. This is a fine keep. I think I'm gonna bottom the steerings here. It's nice that if we draw a bounce land, we're going to have access to turn 2 Karn, which could be pretty powerful. Actually, we don't. Never mind. I'm just talking nonsense here. Just talking nonsense. Never mind, we are going to have access to a turn 2 Karn. Playing against Spire Bluff Canal. Phoenix, I want to say. It definitely looks like that. Snow-covered island. Okay, that doesn't give me much information. I think the Faith Acidic means that we're talking about Phoenix here. It could be Storm still. Maybe a list playing. Maybe a list playing Faith Acidic. So it could be Storm still. Sergio, so it's very strong between against Eldrazi Tron, not so strong against humans. So I guess we have a turn 2 kill. Cool. Solid way to start the stream. D's plus way to start the stream. We're gonna get Bordeaux's Garrison and Slayer's Stronghold. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Bounce this one. Go to combat. Attack. Yes. So I'm gonna sideboard. I'm gonna sideboard for Phoenix. I think that the most likely deck my opponent is playing here is definitely Blue-Red Phoenix. So I'm gonna sideboard against that. Be no family a little bit dressing the same to first cast cut or Elish Norn from Boots. Well, I don't think you want to pick out Elish Norns. I think that was mostly a meme. I'm not sure. It might be real, but it definitely didn't look great, honestly. So we said we're playing against Phoenix. Okay, so I probably don't want this card. Great. So this is gonna kind of the upside is that you have a very easy a very easy card to sideboard out against in the matchups where it's bad. Now we're gonna taking out Ghost Quarter. Oh, man, yeah, I'm really missing the second explosives here. Really missing the second explosives here. What's up, Spider Space? How are you doing? Yeah, this seems good. We're gonna see how it fares. Definitely, explosives is our best card in the Phoenix matchup, so that's a pretty huge loss. But well, hopefully we get another turn 2 kill and we shouldn't need to worry about that, huh? I could see taking out another Tribe Scout and bringing back. Yeah, let's do this actually. That seems better. Well, my opponent's sideboard, so I'm gonna go get my glasses. I totally forgot them. Be right back. Now this is better. Feel this awkward often time I find myself with 5-6 less than when I have 10-12 mana. Yeah, I mean I do think that it's awkward too, but testing is the only way to figure out, right? This is what we do. This is what we do in this stream. We try things out. Sometimes things work. Sometimes they don't. So we're gonna see how it works. So far, and this is why I think that this is, and I explained this when I was doing the introduction, this is probably at best, it's at best a sideboard card. Not really worth a main deck inclusion. But yeah, we're going to see. I hope I'm not getting hit by a bug or something. Because I definitely hit the submit button. See sideboard relevance. Yeah, it could be good. Just the colorless ETB tapped. It's so brutal for us. Moto. I think I'm gonna restart Moto right here. Because now we only get 5 minutes, and maybe it's one of those bugs where you are like looking at a screen and it's actually not what it's supposed to be. Yeah, you see? I know Moto. I like this hand, I'm gonna keep. Winds of Abandon is gonna be a big deal. Hopefully. This is kind of the issue, right? Like, I'm gonna give my opponent the 3rd mana on turn 3. See what we draw. Basic Force. That's actually not horrible. Depending on what my opponent does, I can... Oof. Now we got options. I think I'm gonna get an Amulet. We have a threat already. None of this is ramp, as an Amulet has the most potential to become ramp, so I think I'm gonna go for the Amulet. We're still looking for lands, but I mean, Coalition Relic is something that can help, so... And if my opponent plays a Thing in the Ice here, we're gonna see yet again how much better Path to Exile is than Winds of Abandon, right? Because we would be able to play out the Amulet, and then we would be able to like play out the Amulet and hold up Path to Exile while my opponent tries to go on the Thing in the Ice. If you had the space, would you run 2 relics still? Very much so, yeah. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm playing this out because I want to get the tapped source out of my hand in case the Amulet gets destroyed, which is not particularly unlikely for them to destroy my Amulet here somehow. So yeah, this Amulet right here is kind of bait. So I'm expecting, and I hope that my opponent just abrades my Amulet or something here. That would be probably the best case scenario for me. No Metamorphose, please. Damn it. They always have it. Alright, so I'm gonna need to wince this. Yeah, this Winds of Abandon is costing me a big deal right now. Now I'm gonna be taking 7 at least from this Thing in the Ice. Yeah, I think that this just cost me the game. This is why I don't like this card. So we're already looking at the bad side of this card. Good to know though. I mean, this is why we do the testing, right? So we can see not only the best case scenario, but also the bad case scenarios for the cards. Yeah, so we just lost the game because of this card. We would have, I think we had a very, like, imagine if I path this here and then I untap at like 14 instead of 7. AR scenario. I don't know what AR means. Yep, if you had been this one, we would be probably winning this game. I don't want to say easily, but solidly winning this game. Alternate reality, okay. Releases Modern Horizons 1, Force of Will is in the set. Would decks stop existing? I don't think that decks stop existing. It's just like some decks get better. Like blue-white gets considerably better, if that's the case. Blood Moon. So I think what happens here is... So I can hardcast the Force, play this. No, but if I hardcast the Force, then I cannot. Again, I'm losing the game because of these Winds of Abandon. But then this Gemstone Mine becomes blanked now. So I guess I need to do this. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so freaking bad. And is it worth for me to play this? I guess it's not. Yeah, it's not, because I need to like destroy this right now, so it's not worth doing. Like, but the moment that I untap, I'm gonna have this Gemstone Mine in not being able to tap for mana, so. Bolt, and probably gonna die here. Yeah, okay. Alright, already looking at the worst case scenario for this card. I am regretting playing it already. Alright, try again. My opponent is on Blood Moon, so I guess I do want to have access to Karn. I would really like to have access to a second explosives in the main deck, though. Johnito, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay. It's a turn 4 Titan on the play. Not terrible. With some abandoned hope. Yeah, we're doing field already. First match, we're already signed out, so not looking great, but yeah, we're trying the card out. We'll see how it feels. You see what I did there? We see how it feels. Man, so funny. Do I want to preemptively play this on 2? I think so. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And now this turn I'm gonna play the Coalition Relic. Attack with the plant for value, obviously. What's up, Rich and Hayden? Alright, so that thought scour kind of whiffed. That's good for us. So even if my opponent moons me here, we should be in a fine spot, being able to cast it prime time, and then we can deal with the Blood Moon at our leisure. What spice are we on today? Find your current spice right there. I think I'm gonna go for this. Consistently attacking with the plant token. We're just selling the bluff here. Selling the bluff. Sweet back on Karn tech. I mean, Richard, I was never off Karn. It's just one of those things that I always test things out. I always try things out. Sometimes I like some things, so I try them for multiple streams, and sometimes I don't so much, and I try them for once and I just abandon them. But yeah, Han, anniversary hype. Give this man your Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Han. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thanks for sharing that Twitch Prime love. Yell until end step. And we can again see like how good this card is. So when I can't remember who was asking earlier, but like if I had the space, would I be playing a second copy of this? And the question is very much yes. Yes, I would be. Put the charge counter there. I'm gonna add a green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think here I'm gonna try to set up a pact for Reclamation Sage. This area might do a very large amount of damage to me before I get to do my thing, but so I think priority number 1 is going to be to find a pact and Rex Sage that area of flame. I could have gotten like Forest in order to try to play around potential Blood Moon or something, but not so concerned about Blood Moon. Like usually what is concerned about Blood Moon is when they have a thing in the ice in play, because without the moon in play, the prime time, thanks to our lands, can attack through a thing in the ice. Well, if there's a Blood Moon in play, that cannot happen, but we can answer a thing in the ice thanks to these explosives on 2, so so next turn we get to transmute with this 3, pact for Sage and cast the Sage, destroy the area. Yeah, this is gonna deal a solid amount of damage. Metamorphose. Metamorphose, the secret behind most of the busted stuff happening in Modern. It's such an innocuous card too, right? But just like the fact that it cantrips is so insane. So absurd. Finale for 2. Oof. Oof. Yikes. So this is 2 more Aria triggers. So this is 3 plus 4 down to 20. My opponent probably has 2 more triggers. The good thing is they tapped out. So that is something that gives me some hope. Faithless looting into multiple phoenixes is the way that I lose this game here. Yeah, there's the looting. Please don't have multiple phoenixes. I can probably beat 1 phoenix, but I don't think I can beat 2. All right, good. That's what we needed to happen. Also, for a single red mana, I guess the only way would be Magmatic Sinkhole into Gutshot. That's the only way that my Primetime wins here. So this means that I'm going to get to destroy the area, and I'm also going to be able to gain 4 life at least. All right, down to 6. No Phoenix is the key there, though. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't have... Karn doesn't really do anything here. We can set up Karn for next turn. Swing, get Crossroads plus, I guess, another Simic Growth. We could also Bojukebog here. I feel like I want to go up to 10 though. Yeah, I cannot kill them on Crackback here. I don't have the colored mana to kill them. I need to survive one more turn. I definitely want Crossroads. Definitely want Crossroads. Now the question is, do I want to gain 2 more life? Or do I want to exile their graveyard? 2 more life gets me out of range of multiple Phoenixes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that, actually. Ugh. The thing is, I don't get to play around Blood Moon. This is pretty bad. Yeah, so I guess I do want to play around Blood Moon. And if I do want to play around Blood Moon, then the best thing that I can do is I can get Crossroads and Bojukebog and then play the Forest as my land for turn. Yeah, so let's do that. They take 6. Blue. Transmute. For Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact. But actually, they might have Force of Negation here. Force of Negation will be game over, actually. Wow, that's insane. Oh, yeah. All right. Wow. Wow. Yep. Force of Negation coming in clutch right there. Now I die to any spell or a Phoenix. Yep. Alright, GG's. This card is insane. I think that without that card, Phoenix would not be tier 1, but with it, I just think it's very, very good. And I don't think there was any way that I could play around any of that. The only way would have been, I don't know. I guess that the only way would have been if I naturally top deck the Rex Age, because even naturally top decking a Force of Vigor was not gonna do it. Because I can only play the Force in their upkeep, and then they just play any instant in response, and I just die. Yeah, that Force of Negation, holy crap. That's value. That is value. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so this is something that I missed. Somebody said in the Discord, a 2-2 split of snow-covered forest, non-forest is just correct with field, and I agree with that. Yeah, it's definitely my... It was definitely my miss there. I missed that interaction. I don't think this is a very good hand. So modern Karn field, forest, snow-covered forest instead. There we go. Yeah, that is actually correct. That is strictly better. We're gonna mulligan this, and this is a turn 4 Titan on the draw, I guess. Yeah, that sucks. All right. I'm playing against Ink Moths. Yikes! Oof! It's the more beatable Ink Moth Nexus deck. Sweet, good for us. Already has been suspended when you win the game. Yeah, that's pretty much how it feels for sure. I have been losing to that card consistently. Let's put it that way. Solid draw. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have played it to Tularia West there. Yeah, I should have played it to Tularia West. Turn 1 T West, turn 2 Walking Ballista, turn 3 Coalition Relic. That was a mistake on my part, and a pretty bad mistake at that also. Because yeah, my opponent has the blading. Yeah, this was a really bad sequencing mistake here. Yeah, that was very bad. Because fun playing field, now we just need to get him to play Golos. Well, I mean, you don't got me playing field, you have me testing field, if that makes sense. Very different things. Okay, so we're gonna block here, kill here. Ping there. Test Golos as a wish target for Karn? Yeah, no. Definitely not. My sideboard is already pretty crowded as is, so I'm not gonna play a meme card in it. Okay, bring it on. What do we got? That's it's not good enough. So I just need to get lucky here. Even getting lucky is not really getting lucky enough. So I guess I need to draw exactly Amulet of Vigor next turn. If I draw exactly Amulet, then we have a shot. It needs to be exactly Amulet. So come on, give me that Amulet. Give me that Amulet. Ooh, they have the Frenzy too. Damn, must be nice. I think I misplayed there because they played out the land. They should not have played out the land. Like the 1 damage is probably not gonna be relevant. Alright, Amulet or bust. Amulet or bust. The daggers. The daggers, the ETB tap land. This would be an engineered explosives otherwise, and the explosives would give me one more turn because I get to kill the plating and the bolt scourge. So yeah, so far this card looking bad, and Winds of Abandon also looking bad. Literally both cards that we're testing are looking horrendous so far. Take this out, take this out, take this and these out. We want these cards, we don't want those. Alright, dope. Let's try it again. Field of the Dead, I've seen you're dead because you drew it. Yep, precisely. Oof. This hand could be close. I think I'm gonna... We have a steering to try to fight a bounce land. And then we just need to draw lands, and we have like Rex Sage and Walking Ballista. I guess I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be greedy. Basically, we just need to draw lands, and we're gonna win this game. But if we don't draw lands, then we're going to lose. Please find me a land here. Oh, thank you, Ancient Steerings. Thank you. Alright, what do we want to see here? We want to see either more lands or... Amulet would be okay. It wouldn't be great because... Yeah, if we drew Amulet, then we're gonna be like behind on land drops. I think we play this and reset. I could play the Ballista, but I think it's gonna be better for me to go turn 3 Sage, turn 4 Ballista for 2. Depending on what my opponent plays here. Now the question is, what do I destroy here? I think I destroy the drum. Because if they have another drum, then that's bad. And this way, by destroying the drum, I am putting them behind on mana. And if I destroy the Signal Pest, if my opponent draws a 0, then I'm in trouble. And now, thanks to Karn, we are going to win the game next turn. Strip mine you. Teehee. And opponent concedes. Understandable. Understandable. Yep. Just get back in there. I get to watch Fran test this, so I don't have to at FNM and piece away $10. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I like this one. We're even covered against Force, which is nice. They're playing against Blood Moon. What am I even saying? Covered against Force. X2s? No! No! No X2s! X1s! Alright, so my opponent had the nuts. I think this was a fine keep. My opponent just had like the absolute nuts, and we're gonna get wrecked. But I mean, we can still get engineered. Never mind, we can't anymore. I was gonna say we can still get engineered explosives and do some damage, but now with the Ravager, we're probably just dead. We're not gonna have time to do this, so I mean, we're not gonna have enough time to like deal more damage, make a bigger ballista. Is what I mean. Yeah, this Overseer is getting out of control. Sacrificing sticks so you don't have to. Yep, it's a service that I do to the community, you know. The top of your empty geo is likely cut off by the border. Can see cards in opponent's hands. Fixed. This one not looking great. Play a Susa. Play bounce. Replay. Take your 1 damage. They just randomly sack the Springleaf Drum for no reason. Interesting. I think I'm gonna need to kill here. Four, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm dead anyway, right? 11. 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's block there to see if my opponent wants to give me another turn for no reason. Yeah, I'm literally doves, so like whether I block here or I don't, it doesn't really matter. Why are you giving me another turn, opponent? I mean, it's not gonna matter because I won't have enough, but it makes no sense. Why would they give me another turn? I played my land already, so there's not much use in me. Not much use in me trying to do like anything. I mean, nothing that I do is relevant. Play around force, I guess. I guess it kind of makes sense to do that. But like I could have drawn, I guess I could have drawn the Winds of Abandon right there. That would have been sick. Except that I wouldn't have been able to overload it, so never mind. Wanna give me another turn, OP? I mean, you gotta go for it now, right? They don't. Oh, maybe they just have a Galvanic Blast in hand or something. Yep, they just have the Gal Blast. Okay, so that makes sense then. Alright. Alright. It feels bad to like test some new cards and then literally lose the game. We have lost the game because we drew Winds instead of Path, which is the card that was replacing. And we lost a game against Affinity because we drew Field of the Dead instead of the second engineered explosives. So far, both of the cards we're testing not looking great. But this is fine. I mean, this is exactly what I was thinking, you know, like people are talking in the Discord about like the best case scenarios that they have been running into, and you know, same thing with the sloth. Like everybody's like, yeah, the sloth there was like this very intricate situation in which the sloth gave me the game, and I'm like, yeah, but what about all the other times when you drew the sloth and it was just terrible? So I have a tendency to, which is good, I guess, right? I have the tendency to run into the worst case scenarios more often than the good case scenarios. So good, because I get to see like the whole spectrum of the card. This hand is not incredible. This is the turn 3 Karn, but it does so while also like gaining some life by charm blocking with Colony Garden and stuff. And we are gonna get to like double Tribe Scout too, so Darkslick Shores. That can either be very good for us or very, very bad for us. What I mean is it could be some like Grixis control or like stuff like that, or it can be something like blue-black mill or whatever. I guess the first thing that I would think is ad nauseam. That is the very first one that comes to mind. We're playing against some kind of like Grixis or Esper pile, I guess. Some kind of control deck. All right, that was a pretty good draw. So I can do both things. So I'm gonna lead on steerings so I can see more of my options. I guess I'd rather have the Ghost Squatter over the Sandhome. Yeah. So we're gonna activate here first, so you get to reset our gemstone mine, and then we're gonna play out the second Scout Arena. Play second Scout, pass the turn. Forgot how nauseam is a deck. Yeah, some people will be doing that. Okay, so it's Esper control. I guess it could be Esper Mentor, because I don't think Esper Control wants to be playing Darkslick Shores. Like, this seems a really bad land to be playing in your control deck that wants to make it to like 5 or 6 mana consistently. Now we know. Good. So we have options here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Karn. Play Bounce, replay Gemstone Mine, and we can play Pithing Needle on Jace Vrain's Prodigy. That sounds cool. Force of Negation for this guy? Nope. Okay. Very cool. So now we Pithing Needle for Jace Vrain's Prodigy. And now my opponent has a 2 mana 0/2. Powerful magic card. Nice Inquisition. Sounds good. Yep, so they are playing Esper Mentor. Do they have the Unearth? They don't have the Unearth. So this basically means we win, right? And we have different ways of winning here. We can try to go for... I think I want to play around Spell Pierce. Like, there's literally no way for me to not play around Spell Pierce. Like, this Primetime is winning just the same as the Lattice, so I might as well play the card that does not get got by... that basically cannot get countered in this spot. My opponent is not even holding enough Path to Exile. And here we're getting Bujukabog plus Boros Garrison. Bog you. This makes sure that my opponent's potential unearths don't do anything. Oh, this is the Del spell. Yeah, Martyr's Cut. Okay. Again, we're trying to set up the lattice lock for next turn. And it's looking good for us to achieve that. We also have another primetime waiting, so I'm not very concerned about that Martyr's Cut. Those are the cards that I sometimes forget that are legal in the format. The Fairy Time Raveler, you got it. So I guess this means that my opponent's dead. Especially if they like minus, oh, they plussed. Yeah, so my opponent's like super mega dead now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess I was going to transmit for Pact of Negation to protect the lattice, but I realized that it doesn't do anything, so... Alright, -2. 2, 4, 6. Alright. Esper Mentor. This seems like a matchup where the field might actually be pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it in. Ghost Quarter out for sure. I want my Relic. I definitely want my Explosives. I do want my Karns. Winds and Path seems pretty good. I'm gonna do something like this. And I think I like Explosives better than the Ballista. Yeah, Big Daddy Snow. I think at that point I'm gonna switch gears again, and I'm gonna be back on the primetime plan. I guess we can kind of have both of them going at the same time, right? So Field is gonna win this next game. Just watch. I mean, hopefully. Again, I would really like to be impressed by the card. So far, it has not been working out. I think I'm gonna keep this. Any land gives me a turn 3 Karn, which should be pretty decent. I guess Fatal Push messes that up, but yeah. We got some potential interaction. Womp womp. I guess the turn 3 Karn Dream is dead now. That's not horrible. Ooh, I guess they have... Do they play Fulminator? Because if they play Fulminator here, that's honestly kind of GG's. Don't Fulminate me, bro. Okay. How am I beating this card? Part of the puzzle is gonna be Explosives blowing up their dudes. So I think I go for the Relic here. I guess I should have... Yeah, now I'm kind of exposing... Yeah, this card doesn't do anything. Now I'm exposing the Explosives to... I'm exposing the Explosives to 2 Inquisition, so maybe that was wrong. I should have just played this guy out. Okay. Put a counter here. Pass the turn. All right, green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can prime time. Alternatively, we could Karn for what? Karn for Wormcoil doesn't do anything. I think I just wanna do my prime time thing. Yes, and we're gonna do Kalni Garden because I know that they have a path, right? So I think I want to make sure that I'm not dead. So this one's hard. I think I'm gonna do this. Note that field wouldn't do anything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're gonna path the prime time first. Again, I forgot to play the explosives. I need to play tighter. Again, I forgot to play out the engineered explosives. If my opponent finds an Inquisition, I'm gonna get super punished. I guess it's not gonna really matter because of the Karn. So maybe it doesn't matter. The fairy. Sure. Yes, I honestly messed up. I kind of just forgot about that interaction, but yes, it's strictly correct to play 2 snow-covered forest and 2 normal forests. Yeah, opponent's going off with those Salt Scours. They attack. I jump there. All right, step 1. Pay for pact. Yes. Not a bad draw. The E for 0. Good. And now we play Asusa. Play this. And replay, and now we can crack the explosives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 lands, so I guess now the Titan can get a field, and it's gonna do something. Narset's not drawing cards anymore, which is good. Yeah, that one's pretty good. That's a pretty solid Thoughtseize right there. Interesting that they are starting with it. Playing like more monks into my explosives. That's kind of weird. I mean, I'll take it. They have to take the prime time here, so otherwise the prime time it's actually likely to stabilize here. Yeah, and here with or without the snow covered forest, it's gonna be fine. Like if I do manage to resolve the prime time, that's gonna give me my 6th and 7th land. So oop. Do I block here? I guess no, I don't, because I get to play around. Yeah, this is fine. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. We play Karn, explosives for 3, blow it up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also Wormcoil. What is better? Well, my opponent has a Teferi, so I guess explosives on 3 is just better. So let's do that. It sucks because it blows up my own coalition relic. What? I guess I crack it now, right? Whoops! Oh no, I'm so dumb. I should have let the path resolve, then I crack it. Yeah, that was definitely the correct play. That did not feel smart. I feel pretty dumb. Yeah, I should have definitely let the. I should have one more basic in play. I guess I did it to hide the information that I have another basic. Yeah, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can Karn into Wormcoil? Okay, so the attack there. I guess Karn into Ballista is better. Because it helps protect. It helps block. Do I want to ping this guys? Or do I want to ping this guy? I definitely want to protect the Karn. I think that if I want to protect the Karn, this is going to be the best play. Because I can simply block the Mentor now. Well, I guess I can't, but they would need to like bounce it, and then they just play it again next turn, and it's gonna be bigger. And the one land that I'm missing for that path that I resolved very poorly would allow me to have played out the Scout. So yeah, that's pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Now they swing on the Karn. I mean, to be fair, if I find a prime time, we're just fine. Not a bad one either. And they can't unearth the Mentor anymore. Yeah, that was still very bad. I should have let the path resolve, then crack the. I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm gonna take this. The reason to take this is if I draw a red source, I can actually clock the Teferi. Alright, Teferi. Bounce my dude. Now what? Inquisition it? That's cute. That's a cute way to go about it. Alright. Now, Semi-Growth Chamber is very good. I have a lot of very good draws here. Prime Time is very good. Asusa is not very good. This is actually lethal, so I'm gonna concede. Yeah, I guess I punted that game away. Because if I had had, there we go. If I had had both of those, both of those creatures there, maybe I would have been able to protect the Karn, and then Karn would have been able to go get the Worm Coil, maybe gain some more time. It's possible that it would not have mattered though. Man, all the winning that I've been doing in the past few days has been kind of messed by by the tester in me, the tuner in me, which wants to try out these cards. The greed. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan here. This is much better. I think I bought on the Colony Garden here because I want the untap source. Inquisition is fine. Thoughtseize would be problematic. Yep. All right. Bye bye, Karn. Is Hornet Queen possibly good? I don't think so. I mean, they're going to eventually out, how would you say it? Like they will go wider than Hornet Queen eventually. Got an opt. Put a card on top. Sounds bad for me. Classic. Well, the good thing is that we can actually cast and overload this if we wanted to. So that's cool. Okay, they shocked. Here comes something. Snappy. Alright. Snapcast Thoughtseize probably. Alright. Both of my cards do exactly the same, so choose your poison. In fact, if I were them, I'd probably just discard the explosives. Seems better than the Winds of Abandon. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Bounce this one, pass a turn. Let's draw a prime time here, shall we? Or let's draw a blank. That's cool too. I don't think I'm interested in trading because I guess they do have an unearth dude. They have a dude to unearth anyway, so yeah, I guess I could have traded. Another discard. No, fatal push. Okay. I mean, as long as this stuff is happening without a mentor in play, I think I'm okay with this. Okay, that one is actually the problem. Why do my opponents insist on plussing their Ashioks against me? It's so weird to me that they do this. But I've had so many players do it already. Come on. None of their lands are valuable to me, so I can't really like play this. I guess it's better for me to hold the Vesuva in hand than the Celestial Sanctuary, so it gives me more options. I guess I did get my Kabira Crossroads, so if we get to a point where I really don't understand why people do this. What's up, Jazz? How you doing? I really, really don't get it. I think I'm gonna copy the Watery Grave just to have blue sources and like extra colors for engineered explosives. Prime time? Steerings. Semi-growth. I mean, it's a worse matchup, so yeah. I know, right? They're like a bad male deck right now. Huh. I play this out because I can transmute. I guess I can't transmute, never mind. So I'm wondering whether I want to. They don't have this card in the graveyard, so I'm going to like be a little bit greedy and like hold on to this Winds of Abandon. Maybe I should like snap it off and stop their clock with the Snapcaster Mage, because yep, exactly. I mean that was the risk that I was running into, right? But I can only play around them drawing a Mentor, which they have multiple copies of, or Inquisition, which they have already used one of their discard spells. Continue exiling my graveyard. This is perplexing, to say it somehow. And we don't have a red source. Bad beats. Not my day today. Not my day today. Gun dog up in that Twitch Prime. Take my fee money. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the continued support. Getting back the opt. Oh no, they push. Okay. That's so hilarious to me. Just like I'm not gonna deck. Like this match is not gonna end by decking. That is a given. I have no idea why my opponent just keeps on plussing and getting rid of this Ashiok's loyalty. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh, do they have a second Ashiok? That's the only way that explains to explain this. Yeah, they do. Okay, so that I guess that now starts making a little bit more sense. Now it starts to make a little bit more sense. Blank piece of cardboard has been drawn. Virtual cardboard, that is. Yeah, we have not been drawing particularly well this game. All this time, Karn wins it. Do we have any more Karns to draw? There's one more Karn. I think if we do that one, we win. Not that one. All right. Rough. 1-2 every single 1-2 every single match. Yeah, now our opponent is probably thinking Menace in this session was great in middle of his good cards. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. So if I get paired against them again, they're gonna like go for the same plan. they have a second one in hand is kind of free. Not really, because I might actually find a way to answer your first Ashiok, and then if you have a second one in hand, then you put me in a pickle, and if you don't, then I just like if you just like sacrifice your first Ashiok for no reason, and then you're left with no Ashiok afterwards. You know, you can see how that can backfire, right? Turn 4 Titan. I guess with any land, turn 4 Titan, but were you drawing as bad as that last match? No, we just drew the cards that I'm testing, and all the cards that I'm testing underperformed considerably, as in they lost a game that the card that I took out in order to put those cards in would have won instead. So pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Also drawing the third copy of Azusa, not great. Not sure which version of Tron we're up against, but we'll see. Hassel, I just received your message. If you want to get access to the sideboard guide, all you need to do is you need to join my Discord, the Primetime Stronghold Discord that you see over there, and you need to link your Discord account to your Twitch account. What that will do is that will give you access to the sub-only channels, and amongst the sub-only channels, that's where you are going to find the sideboard guide, the link to the sideboard guide. If this is E-Tron, we can still win. If this is regular Tron, I don't think we can. Well, actually, maybe we can't win either against this. Yeah, we actually can't win here anymore. No. They're gonna time walk us, and then they're gonna lattice. I'm not going to concede yet. Because I want to know whether they are Eldrazi Tron or actual Tron. And I think that we're going to find out probably this or next turn. But even if they don't play any more cards, like eventually they're gonna need to discard, and when they discard, that's when we're gonna get the information. Coalition Relic not looking great against Karn the Great Creator. Okay, so we can't win here. All I wanted to know is whether they are on Eldrazi Tron or they are on regular Tron, because the sideboarding is significantly different. So now that I know, I can safely concede and know that I need to sideboard for Eldrazi Tron. All right. Are we gonna go 0-4, or can we salvage that one last match? Cannot wait to find out. This is a fine hand to keep. Turn 1, Scout. Turn 2, play some tap lands. Turn 3, Karn. Sounds decent. Follow you into especially for me to play against. Oh, thank you. My opponent says they follow me on YouTube, so they are enjoying to playing against me. Always nice. Always very, very nice to to find people that enjoy watching the stream. Okay, that's a prime time. That was like the best card that they could have right there. I think I'm gonna go with Kalni Garden here, and the reason for that is I want to make Amulet a potential good draw, and the way to do that is by holding up the Celestial Sanctuary in hand. If I don't top deck exactly Amulet this turn, I am going to play the Celestial Sanctuary then, because that will set up a turn for Karn. Turn to Thoughtnut. Oh, Chalice. Okay, yeah, that one I can beat. Okay, so now we go for the... Let's not draw an Amulet here now. Alright, at least it's not an Amulet, it's only a 7-drop. Alright, we're gonna have Karn next turn, and Karn can destroy this Chalice for free, so that's nice. Ghost Quarter would be annoying. Reality Smasher also, but whatever. Thoughtnut would be much worse than Reality Smasher, for example. Matter Reshaper is an irrelevant card. Alright, good to know that we have access to that one. We're gonna name Giant with this one. We're gonna play Karn, and we're gonna plus on that guy. Boom. They're gonna dismember the plant token? That's hilarious. Is it Smasher? Yeah. Alright. So Karn down. It's pretty annoying, but that's not a bad draw actually. So now we're setting up prime time into Hornet Queen, which is a solid setup. Again, Thoughtnut would be the worst possible thing that could happen here. Do I want to gain through life? No, because I don't want to draw my opponent card. My opponent says that they're also an Amulet player. That's sweet. We don't really care about the Chalice, and we even have the answer in hand, so... So here I force them to destroy my ballista. I think I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I'm going to... Again, I don't care about the Chalice, so there's no need for me to destroy it. But I'm going to play out the prime time, and we're finally going to see Field of the Dead hopefully do something. Although, to be fair, we were winning this game with or without the card. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I doubt that Field of the Dead is gonna win you any games that you weren't already winning, and that's my main issue with the card, you know. So we're definitely getting Field, and what else? Crossroads, maybe. Yeah, that's about right. Get some Sumbos, and yeah. We don't have Hornet Queen mana, which is annoying, but it's kind of whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can double the amount of Sumbos that we get. Sounds legit. Again, this is win more, right? Like we're just winning this game anyway, right? Like whatever we do, it doesn't really matter. So I don't want you guys to be like, whoa, Field of the Dead is so good here, because it really isn't. It's just, I'm winning this game with this card, with the Field of the Dead, or without it. Like, I was going to like play out the card, and then at this point I have Hornet Queen mana for next turn. It's just, it doesn't matter. The Primetime won this game, not the Field of the Dead. So that is not a good example of Field of the Dead being good. This is not win more if opponent dismembers your Titan. I disagree completely. I think it's still win more because we have the Karn. So Karn and Hornet Queen, we're gonna win that game anyway. If they dismember my Titan, I chomp attack. And yeah, that's it basically. It doesn't matter if I chomp attack because I have another Titan coming down next turn, and the Chalice doesn't matter because I have a Karn and the Force of Vigor. So Chalice is not relevant, and I can just like transmute for the next Titan. Yep, and here we see Field of the Dead sucking basically. Colorless ETB tapped. This is gonna be a pretty bad tempo hit for us. Never mind. It is line 29, yeah. Colonel Sanders with that Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for sharing that Twitch Prime love. And let's hope that my opponent doesn't have Tron and turn 3 Thought Knot, shall we? Because that would be sweet. To 29th length, so you can say it would have been something else. Yeah, it would have been an explosives, which would be blowing up this Chalice if I wanted to. So yeah, that. Playing the field here. Hopefully they don't have a Thought Knot. If they don't have a Thought Knot, I'm going to be in a good spot. If they do have a Thought Knot, then I'm going to be like a little bit slower. They just have the natural Tron. Must be nice. Must be nice. We don't have any taps for two. I know, right? Sick. Redundant prime time. Not great. Alright, so hopefully this is one of their like natural Tron into I don't really have anything draws. I guess it's not. That sucks. Kind of sucks. With the Cavern in play, it's kind of brutal. Alright, so we can transmute for Ballista. Play it for 1 seems worth it, just to basically gain some life. The classic transmute, play Ballista to chump block the Thought Knot. Classic. Second Smasher. I feel so smart for having made this play. So I guess we're going down to 1. Can this Primetime stabilize? How do we stabilize here? And this is another issue with Field of the Dead. Just like by definition, we are playing a deck that makes mana with a small amount of lands, right? So like it's not really helping. Like we're gonna get to prime time and it's not really gonna help our land count. So we're only gonna have 3 lands, 5 lands. We're not even gonna be able to trigger this card. I guess we are. Yeah, I guess we are. So we're gonna get 2 tokens from Field of the Dead. Plus 1 from Colony Garden. Okay, we might be able to... We might be able to be in a situation where Field of the Dead is actually good. So check this out. No, we actually are not. Never mind. We wouldn't be able to transmit for Azusa. Yeah, the second Smasher is the one that killed us. Yeah, so we're just not gonna get there. We're not gonna get there, and there was not any other way that I could have sequenced my land drops in order to get there. We are 1 land short. We are 1 land short of triggering the Field of the Dead. Yeah, I guess their draw was pretty busted. But yeah, I don't think there was any way for me to do anything or sequence anything in a different way. The only thing I could have done, which might have been a mistake, is I played the Cavern of Souls. This was before they had the Chalice, but I played the Cavern of Souls on Giant, which didn't do anything. And I guess I should have played it on Scout in order to think ahead about a potential Chalice of the Void. So that was the only mistake that I think I made, and it's very possible that that mistake lost me the game. So that's something important to know about in the Chalice matchups, and something that you want to be aware of. I haven't thought about it, but I should have. The correct play when I played the Cavern on turn 1 would have been to play it on Scout. I kind of like, went on automatic and I just like played it on Giant. But the correct play would have been to play it on Scout. And if I had played the Cavern on Scout, I think we actually win this game instead of losing. Because we get to Titan 1 turn earlier. So yeah, that was a punt that I made, I think, on turn 1. Man, this is why I love Amulet. I literally made like the most, how can I say that? I made like a very, very innocuous is that the word? Yeah, I made like a very innocuous play, which ended up costing me on turn 1, which ended up costing me the game. That's pretty sick, actually. All right. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Field made you forget. Field lost the game for you. No, Field lost another game, but no, yeah, still. I'm off this card. I am going to continue testing Field of the Dead, but I'm definitely off that card. I don't like it. I don't think that it's free. I don't think that it's free, and we literally saw it in one of the games. Anything else I might want to change? No, Coalition Relic was pretty good this league. Yeah. I'm down to trying out Field a little bit more, but I'm definitely off Winds of Abandon. That card seemed very bad. Oh, Snow Forest. You're. Oh no, damn it. Oh, I think I did make the change, right? Yeah, so smart. I'm so smart. Scan doesn't do anything. Let's mulligan. This one is better at not doing anything, so I'm gonna keep. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna bottom the T West. Oh, opponent moves to 4. Damn. Please try Golos. I got to try it 2 weeks ago. No, I'm not trying Golos. I mean, I am very. Feel free to donate if you wanna. If you want to, like, for me to play a list with Golos, but I'm not gonna. I'm not going to willingly give it a shot. I am a sellout after all, huh? Alright, so we're playing against Tron. So I think I'm happy with what I just really want to play Amulet on 1. That's why I bought on the what's his name, the Tolera West instead. So move to 4 into turn 3 Tron. Playing this out because I don't even know why. I guess next turn if my opponent plays a Karn and somehow pluses, I can like play Warlord's Garrison and haste the plant token and like attack the Karn. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point. Okay, move to 4 into turn 3 Thought Tron plus Thought Knot. Sounds good. Bye bye prime time. Well, it was a mulligan, right? It was a mull to 6 already. Dope. I guess might as well play around. Maybe I should have played a bounce there. I'm always trying to like play around Ghost Quarter or something, but maybe it's just not worth it. Solid mull to 4 opponent. Solid mull to 4. All right. Better lucky than good, they say. Better lucky than good. So we can actually haste this prime time if we go for Gemstone plus Vesuva. So let's do that. White, red. Now we actually get to field. So we can do field plus Ghost Quarter. Actually, I think I like Ghost Quarter plus Tolaria better. Definitely we're Ghost Quartering. And we're Ghost Quartering right now in order to break up Tron. But yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in Ghost Quartering so the Ballista doesn't trade with my dude. And I think that field is just strictly worse than getting Tolaria West here. Because T West represents another prime time next turn. And prime time is better that better than Primetime is definitely better than some zombies. I guess it wasn't correct to. It was correct to go squatter at my end of turn. It wasn't correct to go squatter when I did. All right, so we win. So we win. They should have probably attacked there. We got another primetime here, right? Yeah, that sounds good to me. Float. Attacking for them is wrong though, right? No, because they can attack and I can't block, right? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not gonna be losing this game. But it might have been like maybe a little bit better to attack. I don't know, honestly. Like this game is over. Now we can get the field. I don't think I want to show it actually. So we're gonna add red here, white, hasted in new prime time. I'm actually just like playing properly when I should just be like just F6ing and swinging, attacking all. Like this is just GG's. I'm pretty sure there was like a better way to do this. Let's get these two. I didn't even do the math, but this strikes me as very, very lethal. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with very, very lethal. No, we're good. This is swinging for 16 plus 12 is the 28. My opponent's only at 12. It doesn't really matter what they do. I think they're just like trying to like get on my clock. I mean, it's not gonna matter. And even let's say that it wasn't very lethal already, like how is my opponent coming back from this? How in a million years are they coming back from that? Alright, now we're actually playing good cards. This is good. Playing good cards feels good. Take out Coalition Relic, take out Jukebog, and take out one of Ancient Searings. I guess I keep this. It's a little bit slightly on the greedy side, I guess. What's the reasoning for having it? I mean, you just saw it in the previous match, right? I was able to transmit for a champ blocker against the Thoughtnuts here. It trays with your opponent's ballistas. It can sometimes just win the game. Like, our ballistas are so much bigger than theirs if we do our thing. So opponent moves to 3. I wonder if they have like the turn 3 Thoughtnut, a Tron into Thoughtnut again. Off the move to 3. It's a fine pickup. Definitely a fine pickup right there. They might have the Chalice here, but it's very unlikely. And like the upside is so high for now. We're gonna name Scout properly. We learned our lesson. I guess Cavern of Souls should always name Scout against a Eldrazi Tron, unless you're really missing that second grid mana for prime time, which is pretty unlikely. I guess the third mana for Hornet Queen would also be a reason. What's up, Chief? How you doing? All right, so we're gonna play a Asusa into these two, and then we're gonna have a prime time next turn. And next turn we can use both of these blue mana and like one colorless or whatever, and then use this bounce land, play it a bunch of times, and get our prime time. Or I guess we're just gonna lock my opponent out with Karn. I totally forgot that you had the sword, Chief. Good for you. Good for you for having the sword. All right. First win of the day. It's coming in hot. Coming in hot. Let's go for the 0-4 into 5-0. That's the dream right there. That is the dream. I mean, I have to keep this. I'm only human. My opponents have been mulliganing a lot lately. Yeah, I got all the losses are gone. I have used all my losses, so I have nothing but wins now. Have field winners 3 matches. So far, it won 0. And it lost 1. So, yeah. Not a great showing for the field so far, and a very bad showing for the Winds of Abandon. Snow-covered island. Okay, usually these kind of decks are solid matchups for us. Yeah, I'm imagining I'm playing against some kind of like Urza deck. Okay. I didn't have enough Ancient Strings, so it's so lucky that we managed to draw another Ancient Strings there. Exactly what I wanted to see. Third Amulet or Simic Growth? I guess Simic Growth is the pick. And the reason for that is that Simic Growth by itself gives us a transmute mana, so also it's less bad if my opponent has an engineered explosives. No, Gentleman Dudley. You can find the current list there. I made one change though, I think. I did, right? What was the change? Oh yeah, the snow cover first. Okay, so let's update this on the Stream Decker. Karnmulet Abandoned Fields. Karnmulet Field, let's call it. And now we update the Stream Decker. Opponent did nothing, so I'm expecting wear. Some kind of wear. Sick. That looks good. Yeah, this looks good. So now, I mean, it of course it kind of sucks that I'm putting myself behind a land drop, but now I have exactly enough mana to play my Karn, leaving 1 green mana floating, and I'm gonna be able to play the Scout. Flanks my opponent's board basically. Karn's pretty good against this decks. So take 4th Amulet. Unfortunately, 4th Amulet wouldn't have really helped. This one's much better though. Yep, Steerings is so much better against the Karn lists. And now my opponent really is on a pickle. Like they can wear for maybe the Pything Needle, like the 2 mana Pything Needle or whatever. But like if they name Karn is still doing work against their artifacts, except that, you know, they can't name Tulare West, and now, you know, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Stream Decker, come on. Yep, there we go. Upload new. Okay, so Stream Decker woke up right there. And we're gonna do modern Karn field. Okay, so this is the updated list. Alright, dope. So the list should be updated now. Alright, so they named Karn, but it doesn't matter because next turn we're gonna get to tighten them. And this Karn is still doing work, right? It's denying my opponent of mana here. Of a card draw. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one for them. That's like what they needed in order to do anything at all. So they have another weir. They don't have enough to wear for Ensnare and Bridge, so that part is cool. Oh, they're just activating Urza? Lol. Lol. Yeah, okay, that should be game then. So, I gotta do some math. This is 4, 8 mana, 10. So we're going to use 3 to transmute, and 6 to prime time having 1 mana floating. Then we can get 6 mana up to 7. So we're not gonna have enough to kill with double prime time, and we're not gonna have enough to force a chomp with the Urza either. So that being the case, I feel like I definitely want to answer this Urza though. I mean, remember that first of all, the plus on Karn is for non-creature spells, so plusing on the construct doesn't do anything. Second of all, explosives on 1 destroys my amulets. What I'm closer to doing is to explosives on 0. Okay. I think I've settled on a play. I am going to transmute for Primeval Titan. Cast Primeval Titan, having a white mana floating. Then I am going to get Stronghold and Gemstone Mine. This is the correct order. Float red, tap, haste, untap. Now I'm going to attack, and it seems relevant to blow this up. Second Teleria also seems pretty good. I could also Sunhome if I wanted to. I kind of don't want to die to the Damping Sphere. Seems like the only way that I lose here. And I think I actually like holding this up in case my opponent does have an Ensnaring Bridge. So they have only access to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. They can crack Inventor's Fair. Yeah, it definitely seems correct to go score the Inventor's Fair, because they are kind of like, their only out is probably to like combo me out. That's the only way that I see myself losing here. So I say let's try to prevent that from happening. Well, let's try to prevent myself from losing to Damping Sphere, and this covers all of the bases that I want to cover here, so let's do that. So I'm covered against Ensnaring Bridge, I'm covered against Damping Sphere, I'm not covered against Blood Moon if they have Blood Moon. GG's. I assume this is an Urza activation. Yep. Exiling Arkham's Astrolabe. 5 mana Astrolabe, you got it. So they have one more activation, but they are dead next turn, so. Unless their 2 cards in hand are Sword of the Meek and the other part of the combo, which I can't remember the name, then we should be good here. Mind Stone. You got it. You got a Mind Stone. Yep, I played against this matchup 2 or 3 times already, and I think I 2-0'd my opponents every single time. It's just like Karn is just so insane against them. Karn is just so good against them that it feels. I feel bad for my opponents. Do we have a kill here? So we can get Sunhome plus. If we get Sunhome Boros, that gives the Titan double strike, and I can flash in this to copy Stronghold. So that would be 4 mana, 5 because of the Stronghold activated again. So that would be 6 total. 5 to activate the Stronghold, and 1, 2, 3. So do we have enough red and white? Yes, we do. Okay, so we're golden. We actually have lethal here. Actually, not lethal. I can 16 them. So it forces the chump on the Urza, which should be effective lethal, I guess. Can I make it actual lethal? Yes, I can. No, I can't. No, I can't because if this were untapped, I could be presenting actual lethal here. Unfortunately, I cannot. So now let's think about it again. Is there any way I can explosives on 3? Maybe. No, I can't. So I think I'm just going to attack. I'm forced to chomp and take it from there. They can combo you with Karn on your side of the table. You are actually correct, Alphys. I remember that it was doing something here, but I didn't remember it was doing a potential as well. Okay, so we're just gonna go here. Yeah, I don't think there's any line that gets me there. Yeah, so here I have to force the chump. So we're gonna do this, like so. Float 1 mana and tap. Double strike. Bounce the gemstone, sure. And if they no block, I flash in the Vesuva and I Stronghold. I copy Stronghold. I see no blocks. So I see no blocks, so I will raise you lethal. Payment first, that's a point, right? Nope. It was on purpose. I don't have any way to force lethal, so by doing this, I'm hiding information. And I give myself extra options next turn. Like if I wanted to like bounce some other land, I would be able to do it. All right, let's bring these guys in. I don't think we want these. I don't think Field of the Dead is gonna be particularly useful in this matchup. Same thing with Crossroads. I guess I do want the Crossroads for the white mana, never mind. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take out the field. I don't think this is what the game is gonna be about. Well, I'm expecting Damping Sphere, so maybe the Collision Relic is fine. What did Field of the Dead replace? The second explosives. We only have one today. Let's do this for science. So I took out a Cavern of Souls for the Field of the Dead. I want to give myself the option, and we'll see whether it actually works out or not. Opponent starts with 7. It's a turn for Titan on the draw. Good enough. I feel like I want to mulligan this. This seems better. And I'm gonna bottom the Asusa. Yeah, the Asusa doesn't speed me up. Turn 1 Astrolabe. Does Biting Needle stop Urza's mana creating ability? That's a good question. No, it doesn't. Because it's a mana ability. They had Thoughtseize? That sucks. So Biting Needle stops the 5 mana draw a card ability, but it doesn't stop the tapping artifacts for mana. Good to know. OP has their Grixis mana online. Yeah, Revoker would work. Did they side out Bujugibog? No, I didn't. It's not gonna be fast enough though. Yeah, it's not gonna be fast enough. Alright, this card is kind of doing work here. Yep. Probably the Astrolabe goes. Yeah, the Damping Sphere comes in. Makes sense. Flash this in. So I could Sage this, but that doesn't really do anything. So I'm gonna need 7 mana next turn. Can I make 7 mana next turn? I'm gonna have this in the battlefield this turn, and then that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 mana. Yeah, that's unlucky. Yeah, Sage doesn't do anything. Whew! All right. Yeah, that one's pretty. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, that one's pretty decent. That one is pretty decent. Sweet. Doing this first. Bouncing the basic, playing the basic for turn. Play Primeval Titan. So now I don't need to worry about this guy ulting, which is nice. I want a second blue source, and I want... I think I want to explosives on 2. Explosives on 2 gets rid of all my problems, so I'm gonna be doing that next turn. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have gotten it. I was thinking of doing that, and then I was thinking of taking the Caveat Crossroads instead of this, and then I misclicked on this. So this should be a Caveat Crossroads. I should be at 17, and I should not have a plant token in play, because that would be the white mana for next turn, right? That is the idea. Because next turn we can float 2, play this, bounce, transmute using 3 mana, pay a white green, and explosive 2. Blow up my opponent's relevant cards. Yeah, I'm starting to see that I was very smart to I was very smart to bring in the Bojuka, to not take out the Bojuka box, so yay me. Yay me. Okay, here comes another Thopter Foundry, okay. It's more fodder for my explosives. Nothing named with Pithing Needle. Wow, this is gonna be so punishing. Never mind, we're fine. We are just fine, because deck is delivering. And now we know they have the needle in hand, so they don't have the needle in the deck, so they can't wear for it. Which is also pretty good for us. White, green. Unless they have another Pithing Needle, which maybe they do. Maybe they do. I mean, after all, they didn't play this Pithing Needle out, right? So crack it. Oh, maybe they're trying to go for... If they try to go for Ensnarement Bridge here, they're gonna get so punished. Yep. Seems like that's what they're up to. Yep. Alright, so they are... My opponent is now dead, basically. Destroy that one. You attack the Tess. I guess I'm interested in Bojuka Boggin, and I'm also interested in bouncing the T-West. I guess with the Border Scarves. Yeah, here is things just basically going the best possible way they could have gone for us. I'm not putting my opponent on Blood Moon. Maybe I get got by it right now, but I don't think my opponent's playing Blood Moon. Yep. Yeah, those kind of Urza decks really struggle against Amulet. Again, another matchup. Feel that the deck was irrelevant. Especially after seeing Damping Sphere, I don't think I'm interested in playing around Blood Moon. All right. Yeah, love it. It's not a turn 2, it's a turn 3, but nevertheless a very solid hand. It's gonna win the remaining 3. Should I play around Cabal Therapist by playing out both of my amulets here? I don't think so. Womp womp. Amulet of Vigor. Gemstone Mine. Amulet of Vigor. What you got? Al-Qaeda H. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright. Looking good here. Yes. Stronghold. Boom, 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 boom. Safely, we can safely go for it here. Swing, yes. Suva, Sun Home. Boom, 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 boom. 2, 4, double strike, bounce, F6. Turn 3 kill. Not gonna play on bold triple gut shot. I know. Such a noob. I'm gonna put my opponent on Phoenix because of the lightning bolts that I saw in the main. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. Field of the Dead doesn't do anything. Ghost Quarter out. Ballista out. 1 Karn out. In fact, I think I want to take out all the Karns and I want to bring in the second explosives and the crafty. Let's try this out and see what happens. Is Grafty? Yeah, Grafty's Cage seems better than Tormod's Grave. Does Grafty's Cage stop? How does the red finale work? What's the wording on the red finale? Not of promise. Instant card. So you cast it from your graveyard. Okay, so Grafty's Cage stops the red finale. So then I think I'm very interested in playing the cage. Yep. Another double amulet hand, another turn 3 kill. The problem here is that of course we can with this hand we can actually get God now because we're on the draw, so like Blood Moon can come into play before it's you know, before we get going and might spell doom for us. As well as a Braid, right? Obviously. So my opponent has like multiple ways to interact with my kill now. Yeah, and I'm assuming that my opponent has like 100% of Blood Moon in hand right now, based on them fetching double basic. So here probably comes the Blood Moon, which is of course like backbreaking, but uh-oh. Interesting. Are they gonna try to go for a flip thing? Well, hopefully they do. I would be very happy if my opponent like flips a thing in the ice here, and just don't abrade my amulet, okay? Just like if you abrade, don't flip the thing, and vice versa. So don't abrade my amulet here, please. All right, sweet. That's cool. We got this. Well, I guess we drew the Sun Home, so we don't really have this. We don't have this. We are just gonna be like pretty far ahead. Teehee. So this is for I can 16 them. Okay, so yeah, this is good then. So my opponent is conveniently at 16, so my opponent is complaining in the chat, obviously. Though to be fair, you know, kind of bad beats for them, right? Like I just got the nuts both hands. But it's fine. I enjoy the salt. I thrive on the salt. So that's it. And now we're going to, I guess, bounce this Simic, whatever. Go to combat swing. Yes, we're gonna copy Sun Home and get a Tolari West. Sure. We're gonna copy Sun Home. Boom, 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 boom. Float blue, untap. Double strike. Bam, 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 pew, 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 pew. Kill ya. I know, right? I realize that people come here for the, you know, the full package, and I deliver. I deliver. We got some sick sound effects today. 3060 so far, yeah. Looking solid. Appreciate it. People come here for the tight plays and the sick sound effects. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place. We need a bro sound effect. Alright. Let's continue drawing the nuts. I've been enjoying drawing the nuts right here. Heated gaming moments. Can we give your sound effects so when I go off with Titan I can play it in the background though? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Just like take the audio. Yeah. And always, you know, the salt in chat. The salt in chat is always added value. And I guess we continue drawing the nuts. I'm into this. I mean, I'm fine with this. My opponent also watches the stream. We're keeping this one. Playing double Amulet on 2 plus Searings. I guess it's gonna depend on the land that we draw. I'm on blue Tron, by the way. My opponent is like, yeah, I know what you're playing, so. Blue-red Tron, they said. I have no idea what blue-red Tron means, but I know what this means. I know what having drawn than Azusa right there means. You guys know what that means? It means more pew 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 pew. Was that good enough? Was that good enough? So how does chat feel about playing around stuff? Okay, they concede. But we have the T-West in hand, so we would have had enough mana to double prime time, so the issue is that if we go for that, we might die to we might die to a force of negation, so. Alright, I'm on a blue Tron. Yes, yes, and yes. And that's it. Ballista out. Every time I check your stream, there's double Amulet. I cannot complain about that. I cannot confirm nor deny the fact that every time you watch the stream, there's double Amulet in play. Do I assume that my opponent's playing the Great Creator? Because if they are, I don't really love Coalition Relic. I'm going to assume they are. Explosives is mostly for Chalice. And I think I like the Ballista in the sideboard. I guess it's better to do this. This seems better. Just making like a nice little split. Player on Black Force, yeah, from the mono blue deck. It's unfortunate, like when I turn to people and my opponents are nice and everything, and they're like, "Yeah, good luck," you know, and I kind of feel bad when I turn to them, but I don't know if it's like if it's even worse, like if it's even more BM to just like say, "Yeah, sorry that I just killed you on turn two." Um, those are the things that keep me up at night, you know. Oh, I didn't change my Twitch title. Yikes! Thanks for the. Thanks for the heads up. Fixed. I think I like this hand. Karn on Karnmulet is action. Oh yeah, no, that's the best kind of action right there. Solid draw. So now we're gonna be able to transmute for Cavern and play an uncounterable prime time. I like the sound of that. I guess my opponent can go squatter me or field me, which would be annoying. But this scout right here is this is the $1 million scout right here. Chalice for 0. Smart from my opponent. Very smart from my opponent. I mean, not going to matter, but definitely smart to play the Chalice on 0 right there. The way my hand is working out, it's not going to be relevant though. This card is sweet. I love this card so much. I wonder if they should be playing the other card instead of the Signet. Right? Is the Signet better than... Is the Signet better than the... Talisman, yeah, Talisman, thank you. This is enjoyable. I wonder what the red is for, right? Enchant land you control. Yeah, no thank you. No thanks. Untap land? Unlucky. So we don't have 6, so we can't do nasty stuff with Karn. We can go for Crucible here. How do we like Crucible here in chat? I think I like Crucible, yeah. While holding up negate. Like, I definitely want to get value with my Karn before my opponent finds an answer to it. So... If only you had liquid metal coating. Yeah, I mean, liquid metal would be fine here, but not so much either. Like, liquid metal is a weird card. I don't like liquid metal. Felix, with that tier 1 subscription, thank you so much. Welcome back to the Rampant Stronghold. Hey buddy, unfortunately I'm at work right now, so I can't watch, but you should swap 2 force for 2 snow cover first with a field. Yeah, I did already. Thanks, Felix. 4th sub of the day. Championowitz, you got it, OP. You would go for needle, but what do you needle? Like, we literally don't know what my opponent's list looks like. Like, I don't know whether they are playing Karn, I don't know whether they are playing, like, I have no idea what they are on, so, like, needle doesn't really make much sense, honestly. Do we slam it? It feels like we kind of have to, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna slam. We only get Godward Remand. We can play around Condescend here. Sick. That is a very good. So now we go Squatter. We lock them out, right? Seems about right. So we GQ and we Simic. Now the question is, do we GQ or do we hold up Negate? My opponent has 2 cards in hand. Is there a creature that can get me? What's the Titan's name? Like the 8 mana dude? I'm trying to think, like, what if my opponent has like Tron land into Haymaker? I'm trying to think, what are the Haymakers that can get me? Because if they are... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Squatter. Plus on my Crucible. I'm just gonna go Squatter, and I think I'm gonna go Squatter right now. This does not seem like a good card. I wonder if it's been good. If it's been good for my opponent, because it doesn't strike me as playable. Does not strike me as playable. All right, we now that we untapped, I think this is just game over, right? Gonna get back the Ghost Squatter. We have Negate up. We can even try to lock my opponent out with Lattice. Seems worth doing, right? Micah and Lattice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Hercules Recall. Oh, deep fried. I guess deep fried is kind of cool. All right, I'm into this. All right, I dig it, opponent. I dig it. I like what you are about. Honestly, Hercules would be kind of sick there. Yeah, we're just gonna play 2 blockers. And that should be game. Yep. Because then we get to untap the Titan and that's it. Alright, sweet. 0-4 into 4-0, the classic. The classic. Lattice with negate backup, yeah, that's pretty sick. Can we get the 5-0? Can we get the 5-0? So close, so close. We were so close yesterday too. We were so close yesterday too, and some people were saying I punted. I am not so sure. It's possible I did, but it's also, I think that I chose to play around the wrong thing, basically. But yeah, Field is gonna get you the 5-0. Keeping your losses win group separately is strong strat. Yeah, I've been very smart about trying to keep my wins together just so I get more value. Definitely I would recommend it. The only bad part about 5-0 is that maybe people are going to like copy the list if it gets published or something, and then they're gonna play Field of the Dead instead of Second Explosives, which is a significantly better card. That's the only downside that this has. Two basic forest, one snow forest, and a hash shape oasis. You're going too deep, my friend. Going too deep. I would play Okina before Hashep Oasis. Yeah, pump that Azusa, right? Right? So Field is Cyber. I think Field is not. So far the card has not impressed at all. We only saw it in action one game, and it won a game that we were already winning, so it didn't really do much, honestly. I'm feeling frisky. We already have a prime time, we have an amulet, we have double steerings, which is nice. Now the question is, do we amulet on one of the gemstone mine, hoping that we find the steerings on 2? Or do we amulet on one of the strongholds? Both of them might have repercussions down the line. Basically, if I amulet off the gemstone, that means that I'm forced into playing a Simic Growth next turn, which I might want to hold in hand. So I think I'm going to do this instead. Basic Forest. Uh-oh. Double amulet. Forest into Hierarch probably means Infect. So I'm going to assume that that is the case. All right. Thank you. What a lag sack. We're just sucking the lag today. We're sucking the lag big time. And look at us draw a prime time off the top right now. Oh. Okay, maybe it's not Infect. Oh, it's like a Saheeli deck of sorts? They found something. So this is like Saheeli stuff? Sometimes it's in the cards. Sometimes it's just in the cards, you know? We're not gonna get 2 kill because we top decked both our Stronghold and our Sunhome. So that sucks, but... Well, I guess I messed up. So this is gonna be 4, that's up to 9. Yeah, we can steerings also. Okay, that's not bad. Sea Controller is nice because now we get to protect. Summoner Spact. Boom. One more mana here. Bounce this one. Summoner Spact. For Primeval Titan. Play Prime Time. Yes. I'm gonna do Gemstone Mine. I feel like the only way that I lose here is if my opponent has somehow access to a main deck. The only way that I lose here is if my opponent has access to some kind of main deck Blood Moon effect. So I guess I play around that, which is a weird thing to say, but might be the correct thing to do. Very unlucky we did not get to... some display Spreading Seas main deck. It's people like this when people think we're a combo deck. Yeah, exactly. So snow-covered forest and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So I'm not gonna get to going for a Pact of Negation doesn't make sense because I'm not gonna get to pay for it. We already have the T-West covered, so I guess it's gonna be snow-covered forest and Simic growth, and I'm gonna hold the Simic in hand. Is that the play? In order to set up for next turn. If they have some kind of combo that they can make happen with 4 mana, then I die. But I can't really play around anything like that, right? So... Panthema Super Friends. But yeah, let's say that my opponent goes like the Fairy or something, and they're like minus in my prime time. It's just like, I don't care. I just recast it and kill them next turn, so... Looking good. Banned Suveras. So we can easily pay for Pact, even through Blood Moon and or Damping Sphere. That feels good to say. You got the worst case scenario for me? Don't worry, I got you. I got it covered. Just I got it snow covered, in fact. Teehee. Obviously Druid Tribal. Had a friend who tried to make Suveras work so hard. I was always a big fan of Cabus back in the day. I just loved Cabus. Like Cabu Titan was like the sickest card I had ever seen when I just started playing. For those of you unfamiliar, this card was sick. It's like, what? It's a bear that in the late game becomes a 5/5 trample? That's insane! That's so good! There were simpler times. They were simpler times. They were simpler times for sure. So they might have a path here. The bottom. Okay. Probably gonna go for some upkeep path action. Or draw step path, I guess. Draw step path would be the correct one to do. It's exhausting. To be this good at the game, it is exhausting, you know? But somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. It is versus Dominaria and Cone. Yeah, I mean, there were simpler times, Captain Winehead. No, it wasn't even first draft pick in Dominaria. Yeah, I miss those good times. I'm gonna bring in Rexage, but not Force. I'm gonna be bringing in Force if I see something like either Moon, which I don't think they play, either Moon or what's his name? Damping Sphere. We definitely want Needle. We don't want it. Yeah, the explosives. We definitely want the second explosives. And then we're gonna side out the Ghost Quarter. I'm not sure about the Bojuka Bog. Maybe the Pact of Negation. Nah, I like to have access to Pact in this kind of game. Let's do Bojuka Bog and that's the Field of the Dead actually. This card's so bad. Okay, let's go with this. Karn doesn't stop cat combo, right? Nope, it does not, unfortunately. But the other cards in there do, so that's why I'm keeping this. I think this is a keep. I'm only missing lands, and any bounce land is basically counts as 2. So we should have a bunch of mana. I'm putting most to 6. Would you rather have negate or path? I'd rather have path. They are first of all, they have access to Teferi, so negate is not very good once Teferi is in play. And second of all, they are a creature deck first and planeswalker / whatever deck after that. So it's just a Saheeli. Okay. Yeah, so I guess if they have the combo, I might just die here actually. Never mind. Let's try one. Oh no. Damn it. You're just going for it? And now we get to attack the Saheeli. That's kind of value. I think I want to copy... We have double green, so I guess I want to copy the Hallowed Fountain here. I'm definitely attacking this Saheeli. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I definitely need to take a land, unfortunately, here. Try to see which one I'm gonna take. See, I'm gonna take this Crossroads. Because I'm definitely attacking this turn, so taking this Sanctuary doesn't really do much for me. So I think I'm just gonna take the Crossroads. So now, if they have a land and they have both the Saheeli and the Guardian, then I might die here. But that is like the only way that I die. Recent Reef? Well, that's value. Let's check this one out. Oh, that's pretty sexy. Did it reveal? It has been a nice soft league. No Hogaak, let's hope doing nothing, having their entire deck in battle by Karn. Yeah. Yeah, this league has been working out. So here the play for sure is to get double bounce. And one of the bounces is gonna get this. So I think I'm gonna do actually I'm gonna do bounce. Yeah, I guess bounce Boros. Bounce this and bounce this. If my opponent goes, oops. If my opponent goes, no, never mind. I don't need to choose. I can do both actually. I was gonna say if they go for like a value play like E-Wit or whatever, I can just. So how does this work? Look at the top card. If it's a land card, you may put into the battlefield tap. If you don't, put the card on the battlefield, put into your hand. Okay, so I'm not gonna be losing to their value game, so I don't care if they like draw 2 lands here or like they get all the value they want. I'm not gonna lose to their value plan. That's just not something that I think is going to happen. So I think it's safe to do this and just hold up the Path to Exile basically for the remainder of the game. Path my prime time? Sure. I should have gone the other one. That was bad. I think as long as I don't get comboed out, I'm going to win. Yeah, exactly. It's just like their value plan is just not good enough to keep up with the Titan value plan. Like our value plan is so ridiculous. So the Pact of Negation is out. So what I'm trying to figure out here is whether I'd rather 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have access to 11 mana. 6 is going to be to Titan down to 5. So I can transmute for an explosives. And I can play it for 2 and crack it. That's not enough. I don't think I want to kill this guy. If anything, I will want to kill these guys. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just haste. I know they're gonna get to draw some cards. Oh, I'm dumb. I said I'm gonna paste and then I went for whatever. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I guess that getting Ballista here is not terrible. It stops the combo as well. And now I still have Path to stop the combo. That was not the play that I wanted to make though. I want to make that clear though. I definitely wanted to haste an attack and just hold up Path to Exile. Unsettled Mariner. Okay, that one might make things trickier. I guess they can draw into the nuts here. And I can get got. Oh no, the land's coming to play tapped. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is fine. We are fine. Yeah, I could have hasted and double strike to force the chump. The attack with this? Well, this is awesome for me. Alright, sweet. I'll take it. No blocks. No blocks. Yeah, what I needed to get with the prime time was going to be Simic plus Stronghold, bounce the Stronghold, play that for turn. I have enough mana to use the Garrison. Now this guy kind of messes things up a little bit, so I'm going to need to hold up more mana than what I thought I needed to. So, again, I'm not dying to their value plan, so I don't care. And I definitely don't want to trade with this guy because he's going to put an Elemental into play. And that Elemental is going to draw them 2 cards. I think this Ballista is going to be too much for them to win through, though. I guess the combination of both of these, because they might be able to answer one of this, but they are not going to be able to answer both. Though with plan to assert dominance, I don't care about going down to 17. As I was saying, I'm not going to die to their value plan. That's just, it's not a thing that's going to happen. I don't know why they tanked so hard about that. Play the bird, you got it. Pass the turn. Flash this land in. We're gonna need all the mana we can get our hands on. And now I'm gonna make the never mind. Like, yeah, okay. Sure. Like, I honestly don't care about what my opponent has going on over there. What I have going on is so much better than what they do. Boom, boom, boom. Can I hasten double strike? Yes, yes I can. So I guess I don't need to do this now. I'll need to do that later though. Bounce this. I want to haste and double strike, but I also want to hold up my defenses against the Unsettled Mariner. So I can haste, double strike, and I can still hold a path and pay for the Mariner tax. Okay, so we got all of our bases covered here. So I'm gonna path this guy. That's perfectly fine. Don't really care. Gonna serve. I guess that I would rather yeah, I'm gonna do this instead because I would rather just hold up counters for the ballista. That seems more valuable than double striking here, and my opponent's blocks are not gonna stop this prime time from happening. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so my opponent cannot really win here, right? Get another Summoner's Pact. To set up for next turn. If they go for something, I path plus pay the Mariner tax. If they don't go for anything relevant, I just put a counter on the ballista and kill them next turn. Feel that it's looking pretty good here to kill them more. Yeah. Field would be so relevant right now. Stopping my opponent's irrelevant, completely worthless value plan in the face of a Primeval Titan. Smooth. Smooth. Right? Feels good. Feels good. Alright. So the list feels solid, it's just this card does not. No, Karn has always been great. Karn only stopped being great when Hogaak was like festering the metagame. And with Hogaak now being just another really good deck, it's probably still one of the best decks in the format, honestly, but it's just like a very good deck. It's not like an absurd deck. But this card is just like... I might give it another shot with this list. Not today, but maybe tomorrow or next week. I might give it one more shot with a list like this, but... yeah, I'm not sold on the card. Like, it won us 0 matches, and it lost us 2. So... yeah. So I took the second explosive for this, and I think explosives is right now very, very good in the metagame. So yeah, it's just like I don't think I want to play this over any of our other lands. Like all of our other lands are so good. I don't know. So I explained my reasoning multiple times, Dark Reaper. So basically, my reasoning is this card is not good unless you have already resolved the prime time. And if you're trying to gun for blue-white, then a second Cavern of Souls is probably just better because it makes sure that you can resolve your prime time through their counter magic. So it's worse there. And against Jund, the matches that you lose are more often than not the matches where you don't get to 6 mana. So if you don't get to 6 mana, this card is not doing anything either, right? Usually against John, after you resolve the prime time, you're just winning that game. The problem is when you are not resolving that prime time, and that's when you lose. So I don't think it's very good in the black-green matchup, because like if it's relevant, you're probably just winning anyway. Can's Cube is pretty sweet if you're into that sort of thing. Not really. I've been really into like Modern Horizons draft, but yeah, I don't know. I've never been like the biggest fan of Cube. But yeah, this stream has been great. We have 90 viewers. Holy crap, that's amazing. Thanks everybody for hanging out. If you haven't hit that follow button yet, make sure you do so. I stream usually Mondays through Thursdays from 11 a.m. PST until as much as I get the time to. And Soulless Onis, thank you for the follow. And yeah, we stream mostly Amulet in Modern or some Modern, but it's usually just like Modern or Legacy. I've been trying out this deck in Legacy lately, and it has been interesting. It has been fun. It top 16 the challenge somehow. It definitely feels like it's a little bit short on lands, but it's been a lot of fun. It's been fun. I'm currently 1-0 in this league. But yeah, Modern and Legacy is what you're gonna see in this channel. If you're into that sort of thing, make sure you hit that follow button, just like Boba Lanos. And if you want to see some Modern action later today, you can check out the MSL, which I will be my match will be streaming today. I will be playing against Susurrus MTG. So you can check out the link right there if you want to check out the Modern Streamers League. If you want to help support the channel, you can always subscribe using that link over there. You get access to these 3 awesome emotes, as well as my exclusive cyber guide for Karn Amulet, the list that you see right here. The deck that you see right here, a slightly different list, but the deck that you see here. And if you want to check out previous streams, I have a YouTube channel where I upload all of my streams, which is, you can find that link over there. Everything is timestamped, so you can go straight to whichever matchup you want to see. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at fpublishmtg. If you want to join my Discord, which is the Primetime Stronghold Discord, you can use that link over there. Or the Amulet Discord, you can use the second link over there. Both of them are amazing resources and a very easy way to get in touch with me. And finally, if you want to help me, go to GP Las Vegas. Any donation that I receive until August will help me get there, hopefully. We are almost halfway through the goal, so I really appreciate everybody's support. Thank you so much. And with any donation of $12 or more, I will play your list any format through a league. All right, so let's see if somebody streaming. Ooh, Yamakiller streaming. I actually played my singleton match against Yamakiller today. Another very good streamer, another participant of the Modern Streamers League, so let's go check him out. And yep, have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye bye.